Woody go out there tonight and have great stuff to see his arm really turn around. It really showed 3 pitches, a very good fastball, a very good slider tonight, and a changeup, especially with the one left-hander they had out there. He showed the changeup. So I think really the only thing, Woody, the only little mistake he made tonight was the drop at first base, and that really hurt us. Because if we get in the dugout right there, and what's really frustrating is we work on that so much. I know it's going to kill Woody because he's a perfectionist and he works so hard on his defensive play. But those are the plays. If you're gonna win at high level and win, tournament play, you got to make those types of plays. But his overall performance I thought was great. Miles comes in, does a great job, fills up the strike zone, creates some movement. I think if he could have one pitch back, it'd be an 0-2 that was hitting the middle of the field. But outside of that, he was outstanding. Really created some sink and some tilt with his fastball, and we're going to need him to do that, especially against a club that has an 8-man right-handed lineup. I think he really salivates and gets excited when he sees all those right-handers stacked up on one club. And certainly we needed him to elongate his performance tonight because it's a 4-game set. You really want to hold your bullpen intact. For the next 3 ball games.
What did you see in them that said, let's run tonight, or did you just come in planning to run regardless?
A bunch of right-handers, and they have a lot of young guys on their staff. So anytime you see a young guy on the mound, they're much more susceptible. In fact, late in the game, their second baseman made an unbelievable play in the middle of the field. He does the deal behind his back, and it keeps a runner at third base there. And I immediately turned to our student manager standing right next to me. I said, I haven't even looked at the roster. That guy's got to be a senior, and he was. You can just tell the game savvy of the kids who have been around and played, and he certainly, is an older kid, and you're going to run more against younger guys, and we kind of saw that they're going to throw a bunch of guys tonight, some younger guys who felt like there was some availability there.
Made some changes in the lineup defensively, and the way I think almost everybody kind of contributed tonight, whether it was in the lineup or defensively.
Yeah, I think
Jacob and then
the play Jacob makes just really is a special play, and that's what has to be special about our club. When we make a mistake on the mound, we got to have defenders in the outfield who can run and go get the ball, and that's exactly what happened. That's not an easy play. I don't know how many outfielders in our league could have made that play, and he made it look easier than it was. But that's what team baseball is. It's knowing that you can make a mistake on the mound and still have guys run it down to the outfield. Certainly that was a big time play. Reed playing third base for the first time for us in a real game. I thought he did a nice job. I'm sure he's a little jittery, a little nervous, and he'll move beyond that. But he's going to be a great player in our program, and we got to keep involving him because he's really the future. He's going to be a great player.
Do you feel like Kyle Hahn's kind of making a step forward at shortstop for you, or is that still kind of unsettled?
Yeah, I think we're still, Britton's still a factor there, and for sure. I think both those guys are going to end up playing, but Kyle has done a great job, and we're evaluating during practice and during games, and Kyle, I think, has just earned opportunities to play shortstop. And he's a guy, he doesn't have tremendous power, but he can put the barrel there, he can move runners, he's a very good bunter. So by no stretch of the imagination have we given up on Britton. He's a guy who's going to play and he'll play tomorrow, but we need to include Kyle Hahn because he's a really good player.
Against a bunch of